Florida, a state whose prosperity relies on the dollars imported by the millions of visitors drawn to its sparkling seas and sunshine. No other industry matches tourism here, certainly not oil, a major employer in the 4 other Gulf Coast states. But after years of resisting drilling near their shores, their expensive gasoline habit had persuaded a majority of Floridians to support drilling near their waters. Those favoring drilling are especially vocal in the state's northern panhandle.
This is one of the most conservative areas in the U.S., and I think the outlook here is that it prevents us from being more dependent on foreign oil than we already are.
But since the Gulf disaster, which threatens to hit northern Florida first, there's been a dramatic shift in public opinion. A new statewide poll shows Florida voters now opposing more offshore drilling, 51 to 42%. That's a 48-point swing from a poll taken just 2 months ago. The most prominent convert, the state's governor.
Absolutely. It's got to be tabled for sure. I mean, you know, when I flew over it on Tuesday and I saw the magnitude of this thing, it was unbelievable. And then I've been here in Pensacola yesterday and again today, and it frightens me. I mean, you know, I think what we have to do is be prepared to handle this thing, do the very best we can, but we've got to be prepared for the worst, and that means going to clean energy as quickly as we can.
Recent polls have CRIST surging ahead of his pro-drilling Republican opponent in a heated race for the U.S. Senate. But the oil disaster has hurt Obama in Florida. Since his ill-timed April speech just before the blowout, in which he came out for more offshore drilling, the president's job approval rating in this state has fallen to just 40%, the lowest of his presidency here. Obama's decision to suspend further Gulf drilling for 6 months has been met by opposition from the states heavily dependent on oil industry jobs. But at least in Florida, that decision promises to win him back support. Tom Ackerman, Al Jazeera, Pensacola, Florida.